Hello everyone, here is the video number 5 on topic aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acids. So, in this topic we are going to discuss about physical properties of aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acid. Point number 12.6.1, that is nature of intermolecular forces. The carbonyl bond in aldehydes and ketones is a polar covalent bond. As a result, these compounds contain dipole-dipole forces of attraction. See, in this structure, carbon is positively charged and oxygen is negatively charged. So, the force of attraction is developed between these two atoms. And as two types of poles develop, positive pole and negative pole, the type of force between carbonyl bond is dipole-dipole force of attraction. Next, in carboxylic acids, carboxyl group of carboxylic acid contains OH bond, which is responsible for formation of hydrogen bonding. Thus, carboxylic acids have the strongest intermolecular force of attraction. See, in this structure, this OH bond forms the hydrogen bond with another acid molecule or carbonyl oxygen of other acid molecule. So, in carboxylic acid, there is strongest intermolecular force of attraction present. Next, this is a slide for physical state and boiling points of aldehydes and ketones. First, formaldehyde is a gas at room temperature and has irritating odor. Irritating means which is not pleasant. Next, acetaldehyde is extremely volatile. Volatile means it is evaporate easily. Colorless liquid. Acetone. Acetone is a liquid at room temperature and has pleasant means sweet smell. Next, this is the table which shows increasing boiling points of aldehyde and ketones when there is increase in carbon in the chain of aldehyde and ketone. If you increase the carbon atom in the chain, the boiling point goes on increasing. See, in case of pentanol, there are 5 carbons. So, boiling point is 376. If hexanol, then carbon atoms are 6, means there is addition of 1 carbon atom and boiling point goes on increasing, that is 392 Kelvin. Similarly, in case of ketone, if there is increase in carbon atoms in the chain, then boiling points goes on increasing. Next, solubility of aldehydes and ketones. The oxygen atom of carbonyl carbon can involve in hydrogen bonding with water molecule. As a result of this, the lower aldehydes and ketones are water soluble. Examples: acetaldehyde, acetone, etc. As the molecular mass increases, the proportion of hydrocarbon part of the molecule increases, which cannot form hydrogen bond, and the water solubility decreases. In short, lower aldehydes and ketones are water soluble as compared to higher aldehyde and ketones. Physical state, boiling points and solubilities of carboxylic acid. It is similar to the physical state, boiling points and solubilities of aldehyde and ketones. Lower aliphatic carboxylic acids are colorless liquids with irritating odors. and higher aliphatic carboxylic acids are colorless, odorless, wax-like solids, have low volatility, means they cannot evaporate easily. They possess low volatility. Increasing boiling points of carboxylic acids. See in the table, similar to aldehyde and ketones, as number of carbon atom increases in acid chain, boiling points goes on increasing. See here, boiling points goes on increasing when carbon atoms in the acidic chain goes on increasing. Okay. Next point is, here is one question. Give reason carboxylic acids have higher boiling points than those of alkanes, ethers, alcohols, aldehydes and ketones. Then what is the reason behind this? So the reason behind this is hydrogen bonding. That is, the reason is that in liquid phase carboxylic acids form dimer in which two molecules are held together by two hydrogen bonds. Acidic hydrogen of one molecule form hydrogen bond with carbonyl oxygen of the other molecule, and this doubles the size of the molecule, resulting in increase in intermolecular van der Waals forces, which in turn results in high boiling point. Means what? OH group of carboxylic acid is able to form, see in this slide, the OH group of carboxylic acid is able to form the hydrogen bond with carbonyl oxygen of the other molecule. So molecule becomes bigger in size, and also it results in formation of intermolecular van der Waals force, and therefore the boiling points of carboxylic acids are higher than the other functional group. Okay. Next, this is the table showing variations of boiling points with functional group. See here, in case of alkane, boiling point is 272 Kelvin, ether 281 Kelvin, and carboxylic acid has high boiling point. See here, 391 Kelvin than any other functional group in the table. Next, solubility of carboxylic acids. This point is similar to solubility of aldehydes and ketones. That is, lower carboxylic acids are soluble in water and higher carboxylic acids are insoluble. Okay. Polarity of carbonyl group. Point 12.7 is polarity of carbonyl group. See, in this structure, carbon possesses delta positive charge and oxygen possesses delta negative charge, because oxygen is more electronegative than carbon. As the carbonyl carbon has positive polarity, it is electron deficient. As a result, this carbon atom is electrophilic. Electrophilic means what? Electrophilic means electron loving, and it's susceptible to attack by a nucleophile. Then what is nucleophile? Nucleophile means negatively charged species. Okay. Next, reactivity of aldehydes and ketones. The reactivity of aldehydes and ketones can be explained by considering these two effects, that is, influence of electronic effects and second effect is steric effect. Okay, so first see about influence of electronic effect. Alkyl groups have electron donating inductive effects, means alkyl group donates the electron. They have tendency to donate the electron. A ketone has two electron donating alkyl groups bonded to carbonyl carbon, which are responsible for decreasing its positive polarity and electrophilicity. In contrast, aldehydes have only one electron donating group bonded to carbonyl carbon. This makes aldehydes more electrophilic than ketone. See here, this effect can be explained by this slide. See here, in case of aldehydes, only one R group is bonded to carbonyl carbon. As alkyl group is electron donating group, so it donates electron towards the carbonyl carbon. But in case of ketones, both group bonded to the carbonyl carbon are alkyl group. So both alkyl group can donate electrons towards carbonyl carbon, and because of this electron donating inductive effect of alkyl group, carbon of ketone will become richer in electron as compared to the aldehyde, and its electrophilicity will get decreases. Okay, so this makes aldehydes more electrophilic than ketones. This is very important effect, electronic effect. In aldehyde there is only one alkyl group present, and in case of ketone, two alkyl groups bonded towards the carbonyl carbon, and because of electron donating inductive effect of alkyl groups, ketone is more, aldehydes are more electrophilic than ketones. Second effect is steric effect. It is also very easy concept, steric effect. Two bulky alkyl groups in ketone come in the way of incoming nucleophile. This is called steric hindrance to nucleophilic attack. On the other hand, nucleophile can easily attack the carbonyl carbon in aldehyde because it has one alkyl group and is less crowded or sterically less hindered. Hence, aldehydes are more easily attacked by nucleophiles. What actually happen in steric effect? In case of ketone, two bulky groups, means two R groups, are attached to carbonyl carbon, and therefore they come in the way of incoming nucleophile. When nucleophile attack to this carbonyl carbon, these two bulky group come in the way of incoming nucleophile. This is called steric hindrance to nucleophilic attack. Now, in case of aldehyde, only one alkyl group is present attached to carbonyl carbon. So, it is sterically less hindered than ketone, and therefore, the aldehyde can easily attack by nucleophile.